did a rogue trader at UBS lose $2 billion before anyone at the bank knew what was going on? Lawyer Thomas Ajamie specializes in financial fraud, says it sounds like UBS has no risk control. Bank should be shut down. Tom joins us on the phone from Paris, and we should mention here, Tom, that you have sued UBS in the past. You've also written on some of these issues of fraud, a book called Financial Serial Killers. Do you intend to bring suit against UBS now?
Well, so far they're claiming that there are no harm to customers, but we haven't seen exactly what's happened to the shareholders. So far the stock was down a bit today, and let's see what the repercussions are when everything comes out. The shareholders may very well have a very good claim against UBS now.
So, indeed, we're talking about the impact of this loss causing UBS to make some strategic moves. So there will be an impact to the overall company, but how is it that $2 billion could be lost without anyone knowing ahead of time?
Well, look, it's absolutely unbelievable, frankly. This bank really shouldn't exist as a bank. And this is the same group that lost billions of dollars during the mortgage collapse, and they told everyone that they had gotten their ship right again, and clearly they hadn't. Then they've been investigated by the Justice Department and have paid a fine for helping Americans evade taxes and hide money offshore. And now we have this. Shareholders and others who have interest in the bank thought they'd cleaned up their act by now and thought that they had controls and risk management in place, and it appears as though they have nothing.
It sounds like they are meeting compliance standards, but obviously not executing on things the way that some would hope they had. Where are they most vulnerable legally?
Well, most vulnerable legally that they don't have controls in process to catch people like this. Now, we're assuming still this is just one person. It may actually be a group of people. But let's take the best case scenario for UBS, which it is just one guy. These types of things are not unknown. These things happen often, and banks know this. I mean, some of the very notable examples are Jerome Curviel, who lost billions of dollars at Societe Generale. That just happened a few years ago. Of course, you might recall from some time ago Nicholas Leeson, a trader who brought down the entire Barings Bank due to a supposedly rogue trade. So banks know these things happen. There are software programs to catch trading things like this. Also, there's supposed to be human beings, supervisors involved in supervising and looking over traders. Clearly, for a trade to run to $2 billion, someone was out on the golf course and not in the office.
So, Tom, I mean, what would you, are you going to talk to shareholders? Are you going to try to bring suit?
Well, we'll see. Let's see how this affects the stock price. It affects it temporarily. If it bounces back right away, that may not make. It may show that they can cover this claim and move on. Let's also make sure that it hasn't directly affected any customers. But you know, it's just. It seems that this bank is just negligence after negligence, at least from my perspective.
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue to watch just how much of an impact this trading loss is going to have on the company's strategic direction. Thanks for giving us your input here. Tom Ajamie joining us on the phone from Paris to talk about how this happened and legally what the implications could be.